Hey folks, welcome back to Pokemon Brown. In the last episode, we made our way to Botan City, and in today's episode, we are going to start off with a long-awaited evolution. Yes, I picked up the Leaf Stone a couple episodes back, secretly. It's been in my inventory the whole time, and I've been waiting to use it, because Weepin' Bell can evolve into a Victory Bell. We now have two of our fully evolved team members and the tough stone evolutions out of the way. Actually, they're the easiest stone evolutions. I have to find a trade stone for Haunter to become a Gengar and a King's Rock for Slowpoke to become a Slowking. Igneo, thankfully, is a level up evolution. Don't know why anyone else isn't. And then we still don't have a sixth team member picked out yet. But when we do, you'll know. Oh, and Mr. Rumiko is gone. Sounds like we'll have to do the Pokemon Tower, which is this section of the game is the Haunted Forest of Botan City, or Botan City. It starts out as a forest, then goes to a cave where we have to actually battle Mira, so that's gonna be fun. He says he caught a ghost Pokemon, which could be anything. I mean, there's so many different kinds out there. Wonder what he caught that, maybe we didn't catch. So his first Pokemon he sends out is a Coughing. Coughing, again, being Poison Gas type. Meaning that it's still really, really susceptible to Slowpoke's Confusion. Not susceptible enough, mind you, but still pretty darn susceptible. One Confusion almost took it out. And we got a level up out of that already, so Slowpoke already at level 28. Next up is his Doduo. We are going to go into Nidoqueen to dish out some heavy hits. Although it's going to dish out a Fury attack here and there. Nothing that we can't handle. Except maybe a quick attack. I mean, again, it's nothing we can't handle. It's just, Oh, and look at that. We got a level up there, too. Next up, he's going to send out a Ghastly, which is a perfect opportunity for Zephyr, our Haunter, to have a kind of mirror match. It's going to be pretty typically easy mirror match, but hey, what can you do? Next is his Larvitar, and we are going to switch out for our newly evolved Victory Bell. See how he does. The answer to your question is he does fantastic. Like, wow, holy cow. Not bad. And last and certainly not least is his his Wartortle. We are not going to switch out for our starter because that would be really stupid. We're just going to stick in with Victory Bell and keep doing it that way. And, sadly one Vine Whip didn't cut it, but it got pretty close. Second Vine Whip to finish it off. And we got a level up there as well. Bunch of good level ups in this battle. It's kind of nice. Kind of really nice to level up. Yeah, whatever, man. I'll see you next time. That was pretty easy. All things considered, I think that Mira is one of the easier rival battles that we have. It bugs me that there's a space up there, and I didn't find anything. I keep looking for those freaking egg items, and I know where two of them are. Oh, and apparently there's a lot of Missingno in this area. So instead of actually having ghosts, like Generation 1 and the generations after where you need your Sylph Scope, it's going to be Missingno. And you need, I think you need like a Sylph scope or a debug program or something. Now, looking at this matchup right here, you think Slowpoke would have the advantage. I mean, it's only 2 levels higher, and we do have the advantage until it glares, and then I realize how much I hate this part of the game. Like, it's well done, it's super well done. If Cool Boy Man's ever watching, it's nothing against, like, the design of the level. It's the sheer fact that everything in this section has or can learn glare. And so it's just paralysis every 5 seconds. And if you don't bring Paralyze heals, there is a spot to restore your Pokemon halfway through. But if you didn't bring Paralyze heals, you gotta deal with paralyzed Pokemon all the way through. Like, we could have easily taken down this Ekans, but we were paralyzed. Which I suppose is, you know, the idea. You're supposed to be prepared always, but the only reason I had a couple Paralyze heals with me left over is because of the Electric Gym Leader, and I wanted to make sure we one-hit KO him. But, enough complaining out of the way, this area is fantastic. It's really well done. I like the idea of a haunted forest more than a haunted tower any day. It seems to work better. Makes me feel like it's actually haunted instead of, you know, oh, it's a tower of dead spirits. Ooh. Excuse me. Wow. Probably getting a cold here in a bit. But yeah, I like it that, you know, a haunted forest just seems to work better than a haunted tower, because forests work well in terms of haunted movies. I've always liked haunted forest movies, like, or I guess the idea of the Slenderman, having that be in a forest. Excuse me, sorry. Got on a bit of a tangent there. I'm gonna recover some people's hit points and continue on our way. Fight through a couple mediums. So a lot of Pokemon you will encounter in this area. I feel another cough coming on, hold on. Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. Another... Oh, I totally lost my train of thought. It derailed there. Pokemon you'll find in this area are a lot of Missing No, which are in the shape of Hypnos. And that happens. You can also, all the channelers will have, you know, Ghastlies, a couple Haunters, and then some Misdreavus, which is kind of cool. Misdreavus. I think that's pretty cool that they have them. And you know that you saw the one that had Ekans, one will have a Golbat. Stuff like that, it's pretty easy. Except, you know, certain Pokemon are not easy. Apparently I forgot that Ghastly is... At one point I kept trying to use Confusion on Ghastly, and Ghastly is not poison anymore. It's gas, and... It's gas and ghost, so it's kind of not good. So, we're gonna keep healing up our Pokemon because there's not really... I don't want to leave, but I don't want to let them all faint or be paralyzed the entire time while we're going through this section. But now to start cutting a couple battles out, because there are so many channelers in this area that it's just... The full recorded segment is like 21 minutes long. Actually, like 28 minutes long. And I didn't want to upload the whole thing to YouTube because that would just get boring in my opinion. 28 minutes of the same Pokemon in the same battles. I did have a problem in this area though, as I started running out of bag space. Also, there's a Missing No for you. They look like really weird purple Hypnos. And And you can't fight him. You can't do anything except run. And another one, she said FPS, boring. So, hey, that's your prerogative, lady. I tend to like things like Borderlands and Destiny, and, you know, I played Halo back in the day, but that's really about it. Nothing in these spots over here where there would be prime placement for a hidden item like, you know, a nice hyper potion or a paralyzed heal, something good like that, something helpful. Lots of missing though, like I can't wait till I can come back here, because we're gonna have to come back. It's like the typical Pokemon Tower. You need that one item to basically get you through the rest of it. This lady has a Golbat, which is really kind of nice. Golbats are really cool. I tend to actually use them. Here, incoming rant time. In Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, I just absolutely despise using Pidgey, and in Red and Blue I'll use Pidgey, because, you know, it was a better flying type. But in Gold, Silver, Crystal, I'm just like, I don't want to use Pidgey, and I don't want to use Spearow or Hoot Hoot. So I end up using Zubat and Golbat and Crobat in Gen 2 and all the Gen 2 remakes, because it just, I like it better. Everyone always is like, well, you just got the HM for Fly by beating Chuck. Why don't you, well, and by everyone I mean my friends, why don't you have a flying type? And I'm like, because I don't like them. Or my Zubat's not evolved yet. But it's just, I don't like the basic flying types. I'm really happy that Zubat and Golbat and Crobat can all fly. They're really cool Pokemon. They get really diverse poison moves and flying moves, and they're quick. And, you know, they can take a hit here and there. So, to get this item, you have to go onto the teleport and then back off. But there's also, you know, a route, a path above it. Not a route, there's a path above it that we can explore. And it has, you know, an item and a really weirdly placed statue that I have no idea what it's supposed to be. One of these days I'll figure it out. We're gonna Super Potion Nidoqueen. Not that she'll be too usable, but we just needed the space for a Super Repel. Super Repel will be really good because we can put it on in this, I don't want to say dungeon, but okay, in this forest. I'll just say forest because it is a forest. We'll put it on in this. We could put it on in this forest and not have any issues whatsoever with wild Pokemon, which I would be like 100% okay with. Up here, we got another channeler, and she is actually, I wanted to keep her in because she is one of the first channelers to use a Miss Drevis. Miss Drevis, a Pokemon I've actually never really used. I've seen people like Chugga Conroy use one in his Pokemon XD playthrough, I think. And I don't really see I never saw the appeal in it, you know. And I'm not saying he's wrong or anything like that. I'm just saying I've never used one, and I've never really thought to use one. It just seemed like a very basic ghost type without an evolution. And then it got Miss Magius, or Miss Magius. I think it's Miss Magius. But I don't know. I've never used it either. Also, that trainer we just battled, I don't remember if it showed it on screen, but she talks about Stop and Swap, which is a game from Banjo-Kazooie in which you had to find a crystal key and some eggs, based on kind of like what we're doing, or what we're doing is based on it. But you had to find some eggs and a crystal key, and you would be able to carry it over to Banjo-Tooie. That is kind of, actually not even kind of, that's exactly what Cool Boy Man based this egg quest off of. There's a ruby, a sapphire, an emerald, a gold, a silver, and a crystal egg, and I think there's a prism key somewhere around the Region region. And we gotta find it, and we can transfer them over to Prism when the final game is out. Whenever the final game is out. He's still working on it. There's a beta for it. We might do it after Brown. If I can convince him to let me be one of the first people to play it, we will play it after Brown. Which, you know, I mean, he seems to show a lot of favor for Let's Players. So maybe, you know, we just gotta finish the series, which we are, you know, 14, no, we're 12 episodes in at this point. I've got 14 recorded. We got a bit to go. So I kept this battle in because of Haunter, but that's really about it. Haunter being kind of a jerk got me real confused. But there is something special here that I will show off for you. Down here is where you can find the ruby egg, if you have space for it. We did not, so we're gonna have to use up something to make space for the wonderful ruby egg. And a couple more battles, but I'm cutting all of them out to here because just to get more items, I had to make some room, and I decided we were going to teach Haunter Thunderbolt and get rid of Nightshade. So, that's it for episode 12 of Pokemon Brown, guys. Like, comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinions, if you have any questions, stuff like that. In the comments down below, give us a like, too. It really helps out the videos. And if you aren't subscribed, you know, hit that subscribe button. I'd love to get new people on the channel. I'd love to entertain you guys. So, with that, we are going to use our escape rope and get out of this forest as fast as possible. And I'll see you guys next time.